All right. So first of all, I just want to say amazing show. It's really amazing to feel like as somebody who is also like queer and a bigger person, it's kind of amazing to see that on mainstream TV. So that's really awesome.
No, I just want to speak on that because like the fans have been, I think it's obviously it's so important to have representation. I think this is the lesson here. And we need more of it, and hopefully our season 2 will bring more of it.
Yes.
Let's hope. Fingers
Let's
crossed.
hope. Fingers crossed.
I'm really, really proud of this show, and I'm really proud of the writing and everything. So I'm really hoping for a season 2. I think we could really use it. Everyone, maybe.
I think all of us could.
Yeah, so that's actually a great segue into my next question, which was if there is a season 2, what would be like the one guest star you would love to see?
Oh,
I would love to see. I would love to see. I don't know who would play this, but I would love to see Carl like as a like monster or you know, just like actually like living, breathing. I'm not sure who would play that, but I would love to see Carl guest star again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be so funny. Who would I want to guest star? Like, who's a really cool famous person? Not even famous. Doesn't even need to be famous. Who'd be really cool? I don't know, man.
I think it would definitely have anyone. Yeah, I would have to. I would love to see maybe some trans representation or like non-binary representation on screen. So
get Hunter
I don't even. It doesn't matter who they are. I just feel like I would love to work with that. You know, just more diverse representation.
Yes.
Excellent.
Agreed.
And now also, if there are future seasons, would you all be interested in ever directing or writing for the show also?
I mean, yes. Go ahead, Sam, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I was just gonna say I mean, I know you said this too, Jana, like being in the writer's room would be so amazing to be able to do that and pitch ideas and like potentially even, you know, help write an episode. I would love to do that. So definitely love to.
I would love to. I mean, me and Sam pitch our ideas to the writers all the time. We're like, oh, so what about this for our character? So yeah, like being in the writer's room would be incredible. I also have like, I would also love to be a producer on the show. Producing is something like I would really love to do in the future, and maybe
that'd be amazing.
That would be a nice little step for me. But I don't know. Seems a little bit. I don't know how like the stars do it. They are producers on the show, and then they're like doing all these lines. I don't know. Seems really hard, but we'll see.
Well, hey, put it out there in the universe, and I'm sure, you know.
That's right.
Yes. Throwing it out there.
Now, how much of yourselves do you say you put into the role?
I would say I put like a good amount of myself in the role. I often use my own experiences in life when I was a high schooler, like even my experiences now with best friends, relationships. I use all of my experiences in this role. So a lot of Astrid has been me using my past, and but I think I learned a lot from Astrid also, and I think we take and give from each other.
Yeah. And I think, you know, for me, with Lilly, there's a lot that I also I'd say I put a lot into. I mean, Lilly and I have the same mannerisms, and I think, you know, again, like I do pull from past experiences, of course, and like I relate, you know, to a lot of the situations that she's gone through. Absolutely. Yeah, I think I think, you know, Lilly and I are so similar, but we're also so different. You know, she is a very, very vulnerable person, and she's very trusting. And I would say I'm probably the opposite of that. And I'm not as as open. When I first meet a person, I'm maybe not as trusting, but I think Lily taught me a lot actually. And I got to kind of learn, that, it's all good. It's good to be trusting, and it's okay to be open, and kind of wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit. So I kind of got that from her. So in some ways, I started, I kind of took on some of her personality as well, and it's now part of mine, which is pretty cool, I think.
Okay, great. Now, what's y'all's favorite episode?
My current favorite episode is episode 9. I just think that after that episode 8, I think we kind of all just needed a little bit of a relief. And it was really fun to be playing 2 different Astrids. And I'm sure that was the same for Sam. And it was just like such a wild experience. And I think it was just maybe the most fun to film. There was so much action.
And I think for me, I'm always torn between either episode 5 or 8. And I love 8 because of the homage to the Breakfast Club, and we got to all be together, and it was really fun getting to do that. But then with 5, I don't know, I felt personally like I had a personal growth as an actor when doing 5, and we had to kind of delve into more more serious topics, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing that, and I really loved the tone of episode 5. I think it gave another layer to Astrid and Lily. And so I'm super grateful for that episode. And so I'm torn between it, maybe leaning more towards 5, but I love 8, love the monster, and love the homage to the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, do you enjoy working on a show that's a little more effects heavy?
Do we? Well, it was both of our first kind of big role, so I don't think either of us really had much experience with FX, and I didn't even consider how long it would take for prosthetics or how long it would take to set up the goo spraying. So yeah. I think every time there was effects, it did take longer, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool how we got to experience the practical effects, because we actually got to be in the scene, and it wasn't like a green screen was behind us, or it wasn't like fake, there was goo, and it was real goo, and it was really in our hair, and it was really all over us. So I think in that way, it was actually really helpful, because I don't know how well I would have done, like, if we hadn't had so many practical effects. I thought those were really helpful, and they're really fun to watch. And our whole special effects team was amazing, and our makeup team and our hair team, and they just killed it each episode. They just killed it. So it was really fun getting to play with practical effects, for sure.
Now, are you both horror fans?
It's actually funny. I was gonna say something about horror, because the special effects, I think, did help me like horror films a little bit more. Just to know that, it's not all like necessarily real and not scary. But Sam and my partner have been they have been introducing me to many horror films.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
because they love them, and I'm more of an animation kind of girl, so horror is not. I'm not a jump scare person.
We threw in a Disney movie here and there.
That's right.
We did. But no, we binged watched like multiple horror movies like last month or the month before. It was so many. We didn't get to Hereditary though.
We're saving it. We're saving it.
That's such a good movie.
We're saving it. We haven't seen it yet. No spoilers, anyone, but she hasn't seen it, and I'm waiting. I want her to see it with me. So that'll happen as soon. I hope.
I hope to.
Yeah.
So Jenna, does that mean, would you like do a horror movie? Would you star in one?
I would die to be in a horror movie. Mostly because like I love the acting of it all, and I really love a horror scream, and I think acting in it would be way better for me than watching it, because I know what's gonna happen, and I can be prepared.
Okay, great. So my last question is, I believe tomorrow or coming up is the finale. So what can fans expect for the last episode of the season?
Oh man. Well, I think fans can expect some twists, some turns, some fun action scenes for sure, and some really sweet moments and some really bitter moments. It's kind of a mix of everything in the last episode. It is like all the episodes combined. We are an emotional roller coaster pretty much the whole episode. So I'm very excited to see people's reactions for it. Definitely.
I feel like episode 10 is like a present, but it's wrapped all messed up. And there's something fun inside, but it doesn't look all pretty. But actually the episode is very beautiful, and the lighting and the set is beautiful and amazing, and the costumes. So there's that. Also, we get to see what Michelle has been riling up for this dance, because apparently it's so important to her. And yeah, I think many questions will be answered. And yes. I think expect the unexpected.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much again for taking the time to talk to me. And yeah, you all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Mike. That was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike. It was fun.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.